Archangel Michael says you are not here by accident. The clock has already started ticking, and this message is your final window to feel the truth you've ignored. A whisper from heaven is crossing dimensions to reach your ears, because someone you loved has left something behind just for you. The air around you has changed. That strange silence last night? That wasn't coincidence, it was a soul trying to connect. The person you're thinking of right now is not just in your memory, they are on the other side, waiting for you to receive this truth. Everything that happened last week, the odd dreams, the feeling of being watched, the sudden chills, they were signs. But you didn't listen. That's why this urgent message is being delivered now, because time is no longer on your side. Your loved one passed on, but they didn't just leave in silence. They left with a secret, a letter from beyond, buried in light and pain. And now that letter is being revealed to you. Not through paper, but through this message that was divinely arranged. Type Amen to get blessing 333. You may feel a weight on your chest right now, and it's not just emotion. It's their presence. They are beside you as you hear this, praying you won't dismiss the signs this time like before. They tried visiting your dreams again and again. They showed you rooms you've never seen, people you've never met, but you always woke up too early, before the final part could be shown. Now, that final part is about to unfold. There was something they always wanted to say but couldn't. It stayed locked in their heart because they feared your reaction, or they ran out of time. That something is no longer a mystery, it is the core of this message. You might have thought you lost them. But what you didn't know is they never left you, not entirely. Their spirit has clung to yours because of something unresolved, something burning like a flame refusing to go out. Type Amen to get blessing 444. They were protecting you. Even after death. The strange delay in your journey, the failed call, the missed opportunity, those weren't failures. Those were their way of saving you from something darker that was approaching. There is a name they wanted you to remember. Someone they didn't trust around you. Someone you may have welcomed with open arms, but they saw through the mask. And now, even in death, they are still trying to protect you from that name. If you feel goosebumps, it's not just emotion. It's alignment. Your spirit is finally matching their frequency, which is why this message could reach you at last. They were silenced once, but not anymore. Their words are echoing now, carried by Archangel Michael himself. Just twice more will you hear that name. Because this time, heaven wants no interruptions. Type Amen to get blessing 555. Listen carefully, they tried to tell you in little ways. The misplaced object. The flickering light. The bird that wouldn't stop looking at your window. It was all part of their coded message, waiting for the day you would open your heart again. They know what you've been battling with, those silent breakdowns you didn't share, the pain behind your smile, the trust you gave that got broken again. They saw it all from the other side, and their soul wept. Now they're holding something for you. A spiritual scroll, a revelation, that contains names, warnings, and one final truth. The kind of truth that can change everything, but only if you dare to accept it fully. Someone you still talk to is lying to you. They know about this message too, and they hoped you wouldn't hear it. But Archangel Michael intervened, and this message broke through every blockade just for you. Type Amen to get blessing 666. This truth might break you at first, but then it will remake you. Their death wasn't random. It was connected to a chain of events you were never told the whole story about, until now. The person who was last with them, the one who claimed to help or be there, they weren't as innocent as they appeared. They held back a final conversation. They redirected your path. And now the other side demands justice. There is a photo in your home, one you haven't looked at in a while. That photo holds more than memories. If you stare into it today, their presence will return, and you will feel it, not as imagination, but a promise kept. Their message is heavy, but sacred. It's not just about grief. It's about who you're meant to become now that you carry the truth. You are their voice now. And what you say next echoes in both worlds. Type Amen to get blessing 777. The energy in your room is shifting even now. That's not your imagination, it's the soul stepping closer because you finally listened. They are drawing near because the words are reaching your core. There's a piece of jewelry, an item or something they left behind, it still holds energy. You may have dismissed it as sentimental, but it's more than that. It's your key to feeling them once again. Archangel Michael says this message was timed for now because something dark was approaching. If you had continued ignoring the signs, it would have grown worse. But this moment is a turning point. You've been chosen to carry their final wish forward. They couldn't complete it. But they passed it to you. And soon, you'll understand why your heart beats differently when you're alone. Type Amen to get blessing 888. They left you a vision. One you will soon receive if you keep your heart open. This vision will arrive in fragments, in your dreams, in flashes, in sudden memories that don't make sense at first but will soon form a complete picture. That picture holds not just truth but freedom. It will untangle you from invisible chains that have held you back for years. You'll suddenly realize how much was being hidden from you. You might cry when the final part is revealed. But those tears won't just be sorrow. They'll be sacred, carrying your soul into a higher state where you can finally forgive, finally let go, and finally heal. They are proud of you. Even in your mistakes. Even in the moments you felt weak. They saw how you kept going when nobody else knew the weight you carried. Type Amen to get blessing 999. They are urging you to not let that dark presence re-enter your life. The person who keeps returning with apologies is part of the disruption. Your loved one saw through it, and now they want you to stay away too. There is one place they love to visit with you, mentally go there now. In your mind, close your eyes and revisit that place. If you do this, they will appear beside you, and you'll feel their hand on your shoulder. You were not left alone. You were guarded in ways you never knew. Every accident that didn't happen, every storm that passed, it was because of their unseen prayers reaching through the veil. You must now promise to protect yourself. Not out of fear, but out of sacred respect for the truth they died with. You are the only one now who can speak it aloud, or write it if your voice shakes. Type Amen to get blessing 1010. They saw the betrayal before you did. The friend who turned cold. The family member who changed. They saw the truth and tried to reach you while they still had breath. But now, their message had to take this route. You are being surrounded by light. Their light. Archangel Michael allowed it just this once to show how serious this moment is. If you close your eyes now, you'll see the outline of their soul. They want you to love again. Not just others, but yourself. You've given so much and received so little. They want you to know your worth was never dependent on who stayed, it was defined by who you remained through it all. Archangel Michael says this soul has waited long enough. The truth has waited long enough. Now it is in your hands to do what must be done, even if no one else believes what you now know in your heart to be true. Type Amen to get blessing 1111. They love you still. Nothing broke that. Not death, not time, not space. That love was eternal, and it still surrounds you now like the very air you breathe. You're about to step into a season of revelations. One by one, masks will fall off people around you. Truth will rise like smoke. But you won't be shaken, you were prepared by this moment. You'll feel them walk with you again. Maybe not in form, but in the way the wind touches your hair, or how a song suddenly plays that you both used to love. That's their hello. That's their way of saying, keep going. I'm still here. And when you finally speak the name they warned you about, everything will shift. The truth will be undeniable. And you will finally understand why the message had to wait until now. You'll start seeing signs that align with everything they tried to warn you about. The same names will surface, the same patterns will repeat, but this time, you'll notice. You'll feel a burning in your gut telling you which direction is safe, and which one is laced with lies. Don't doubt those signs. They're being sent from the other side. They've passed through layers of light just to reach you. You are the only one who can carry their final story into the world. You've been chosen for that task because your soul can hold it without breaking. Your tears will water the truth, and in time, it will bloom into something undeniable. This message is more than comfort, it's a call. A call to action. A call to clarity. Type Amen to get blessing 1212. Remember that time you almost gave up? When everything felt heavy and no one noticed your pain? That was the moment they stood closest to you, holding back unseen forces that tried to swallow you whole. You didn't fall because they caught you. And now they're reminding you why you must stand taller than ever. You've endured pain that would have destroyed others, but you made it here. They need you to forgive yourself now. Not just for what you did, but for what you allowed. They see your soul, and it is still worthy, still golden. You were never abandoned, you were being rebuilt in silence. And now the silence has broken. Type Amen to get blessing 1313. They speak your name across dimensions. Every whisper of wind that touches your cheek carries a piece of their voice. Every night you sit in quiet, they sit beside you. You weren't meant to know the full truth until now because you weren't ready then. But now, your spirit is steady enough to bear what others couldn't. That's why Archangel Michael has allowed this light to break through. You are not just healing, you're awakening. Their energy is part of yours now. The more you trust this path, the louder their presence will become. There's still something they want to reveal. A detail you missed the day they left this world. You'll remember it soon. Type Amen to get blessing 1414. That moment will unlock something powerful. A wave of clarity so pure, it will rewrite how you saw the past. People you thought were innocent will feel exposed. And those you doubted will suddenly feel like home. Don't be afraid of the truth anymore. It's not your enemy. It's your sword. They've seen the pain you hide even in laughter. They know the strength it takes to walk around with wounds no one can see. But they want you to know, your endurance wasn't in vain. Everything is connected. And soon, the connection will be revealed. Type Amen to get blessing 1515. You'll hear their voice again. Not in the way you expect. It may be in a stranger's words, or a line from a movie, but you'll know instantly, that's them. They've left breadcrumbs all over your path. You just never noticed until now. But once your eyes open, you'll wonder how you ever missed them. Archangel Michael says this is your sacred awakening. The energy shift you've been feeling was not a coincidence. It was preparation. You are standing at the edge of a new reality. And the choice is yours. Type Amen to get blessing 1616. The people who left you bleeding with their words will begin to face their own silence. And in that silence, they'll finally feel what they made you feel. But by then, you'll already have risen too far to turn back. Your soul has always been connected to realms beyond this one. That's why you felt misunderstood in this world. But now, that divine part of you is being fully activated. They are standing behind you now. Watching, guiding, and urging you to speak when you feel trembling, and to walk forward even when the ground shakes. You were made for this. You were chosen for this. Type Amen to get blessing 1717. There's someone who will reach out to you soon. Their words may seem simple, but listen deeper. Hidden in those words will be the final key to unlocking what your loved one couldn't say in life. Their passing wasn't just an end. It was a transfer. A divine inheritance, not of money, but of mission. You've been handed a responsibility. One that will protect others. One that will wake people up. This is your time now. Not to mourn, but to become what they prayed you would become. Type Amen to get blessing 1818. The tears that flow now are not weakness. They are sacred. They are the bridge between this world and the one where your loved one now watches. Tonight, you'll feel a presence while you sleep. Don't ignore it. Don't be afraid. That is them visiting you. They can only come if your heart is open. And tonight, for the first time, it truly is. They are not gone. They are in the air, the stars, the breath between your thoughts. They are part of your spiritual armor now. Type Amen to get blessing 1919. They left something in the physical world for you. Maybe it's a voice note, a letter, a box, a gift you forgot about. You will find it soon, don't rush, it will reveal itself. Inside that message will be confirmation. That what you felt was real. That they loved you even more than you knew. The things you never got to say, they heard them all. Every word you whispered to the night, every apology, every scream into the pillow, they received it in full. Now they're sending one last message. And that message is, live. Type Amen to get Blessing 2020. They want you to stop hiding the light inside you. You've been dimming yourself to protect others, to avoid attention, to stay safe, but your soul was never meant for silence. It was meant to illuminate the path others are too afraid to walk. Their final wish was not for you to cry forever. It was for you to transform. To become a storm of strength and truth. This world needs your voice. It needs your story. Because only your heart holds the code to unlock what they couldn't finish. There is no more time to wait. Your alignment has arrived. Type Amen to get Blessing 2121. The pain that broke you also rebuilt you. Every scar they left on your spirit became a map. And now, you hold the compass. You don't have to prove anything to anyone anymore. You've been judged enough. Now, you rise, not for revenge, but for redemption. They are clearing the way. The blockages, the delays, the false friendships, all of them are being removed now. You'll feel lighter in the next few days. That's not a coincidence. Type Amen to get Blessing 2222. There's a place you've been avoiding visiting. A home, a street, a room that holds too many memories. They want you to go there one last time. Not to reopen wounds, but to reclaim your power. To show your soul that you are no longer afraid of the ghosts in the corners. When you step into that place, their presence will surround you. The air will feel different. You may even smell them, feel them, hear their favorite phrase again. It won't be imagination, it will be real. That's their final embrace. Type Amen to get Blessing 2323. They have one more warning. There is someone who pretends to comfort you, but behind the scenes, they're hiding truth. This person didn't shed a real tear when your loved one passed. They manipulated the story. Hid pieces. Twisted details. But your soul always knew. That's why you never felt settled. That's why their words never fully reached your heart. Now you'll know why. Because the mask is about to fall. Type Amen to get Blessing 2424. Your intuition has always been your shield. Even when you doubted it. It whispered to you when others shouted lies. They are urging you to trust it now more than ever. It's about to guide you to someone important. Someone who will help you carry the legacy forward. A person you don't expect will suddenly reappear. This time, they come with truth. Real truth. And when you hear it, you'll know this message was the first step to prepare you. Type Amen to get Blessing 2525. They always believed in you, even in your mess. Even when you gave up on yourself. Even when you couldn't face the mirror. They held on. And now they're still holding on. But they want to release you into freedom, not just memory. Freedom from guilt. Freedom from shame. Freedom from secrets that were never yours to carry. This message is your freedom letter. Type Amen to get Blessing 2626. Archangel Michael says their soul has completed its purpose. But they stayed back longer just for you. Just to deliver this final truth. They couldn't rest until you heard this. Now that you have, they can finally begin their journey home with peace. But they left something with you, a spiritual flame. A light that will never die out. A piece of them, embedded in your purpose. When you speak now, speak with their strength. When you walk now, walk with their memory in your steps. Type Amen to get blessing 2727. You'll start noticing small miracles. Delays that work in your favor. People who suddenly fall away without you having to say a word. That's the cleansing they arranged. It's heaven's way of making space for what's next. Because what's coming is everything they dreamed for you. More peace. More clarity. And finally, more joy. You will smile again, not out of habit, but from the soul. Type Amen to get blessing 2828. Your grief is sacred. But it is not your forever home. You are meant to build from it, not drown in it. They will always visit you. Especially on the dates you dread. But now you'll feel warmth, not just ache. You'll begin to write again, or paint, or speak, or move, because they are flowing through your art, your truth, your voice. You are the living continuation of their story. Type Amen to get blessing 2929. Before they left, they whispered something only heaven heard: let them be free. Let them find light. And now, that prayer is being answered through this message. If you've been waiting for a sign, this is it. Not just words, but soul recognition. The chills on your spine, the warmth in your chest, the tears in your eyes, that's not coincidence. That's connection. They are real. They are near. And they are proud. Type Amen to get blessing 3030. They are gently closing the door to the pain now. You won't feel it all at once, but day by day, your chest will feel lighter. That's them lifting the weight from your heart. You have done enough suffering. You have cried behind closed doors enough. And heaven has recorded every single tear. You weren't forgotten. You were being held. And now, they are unlocking a new timeline for your life. They are guiding your next move, your next word, your next step. Type Amen to get blessing 3131. You'll begin to see faces differently. The eyes of people around you will reveal hidden truths you couldn't see before. It's not paranoia, it's divine perception. They've activated your spiritual radar. No more lies can hide from you. No more betrayal will slip through unseen. There is one specific person who has spoken ill behind your back, yet pretends to care. Their truth will explode in the open within days. And you'll feel peace when it happens, not revenge. Peace. Type Amen to get blessing 3232. They always knew you had a purpose that would rattle the very ground. That's why darkness tried to silence you so many times. But you're still standing. That's victory. That's the power they left inside you. Soon, a dream they had for you will come to life. One you forgot. But it's been waiting in your path like a hidden treasure. You're closer than you think. Type Amen to get blessing 3333. There's a city or place they wanted you to visit. You'll feel a sudden urge to go there, and when you do, something magical will unfold. It's more than a vacation, it's alignment. An object will fall, or a stranger will say something, or a scent will hit your memory, and you'll feel their spirit all around you. It will stop you in your tracks. And in that moment, you'll realize, they never really left. They became everything. They became the sky, the wind, the silence after the noise. Type Amen to get blessing 3434. You'll soon meet someone who brings a calm energy you've never felt before. This is not romance, it's restoration. Their presence will feel like a healing you didn't know you needed. Your loved one is arranging this encounter. It's part of the new story being written for you. A chapter that begins with clarity and ends in divine peace. Don't resist the new people heaven sends. Your old tribe was based on survival. But your new tribe will be based on purpose. And you are about to find them. Type Amen to get blessing 3535. There's music you haven't listened to in years. A melody that once made you cry. Play it again, and watch what happens. It will bring back memories, but this time, without pain. You will smile through the tears. Because they will be listening with you. Their energy will wrap around you in that moment. And your heart will release the last of what it's been holding. Because now, healing has truly begun. Type Amen to get blessing 3636. They want you to write something down. A sentence, a thought, a promise. Don't overthink it, just write. What you write will unlock something in your spirit. It will begin to move stagnant energy. And open a door that's been sealed shut for too long. After you write, burn it under the moonlight. That will complete the spiritual transaction. And their soul will be released with honor. They're counting on you for that. Type Amen to get blessing 3737. The ones who doubted you will soon be silenced. Not by your anger, but by your growth. Your elevation will confuse them, then inspire them. They'll wonder how you're glowing after all you've lost. But they'll never understand what it means to be touched by the hand of a soul who still loves you from beyond. Archangel Michael says your life is no longer ordinary. It's protected, chosen, and watched over from realms beyond comprehension. This is why you've survived so much. Because your timeline has always been supernatural. Type Amen to get blessing 3838. You may begin to forget dates, lose track of time, or feel distant from worldly noise. That's not disconnection, it's spiritual transition. Your soul is tuning into a higher frequency now. They are moving you into purpose, into clarity, into freedom. And the world won't recognize you anymore, because you've become untouchable. The pain that once held you hostage has lost its grip. Your tears have become keys. And you're unlocking blessings you forgot you prayed for. Their spirit is smiling right now, because you didn't give up. Type Amen to get blessing 3939. You are no longer the same person who began this journey. Your heart has cracked open, and light has poured in through the spaces grief once occupied. That's how transformation begins. They never wanted you to stay in sorrow. They wanted you to find strength in your softness. And now, that strength is rising like a storm of truth around you. The moment you truly forgive them for leaving, your next chapter will begin. And it will be peaceful, powerful, and filled with signs. They are orchestrating everything behind the veil. From this day forward, your spirit will never feel lost again. Type Amen to get blessing 4040. You'll wake up tomorrow with a knowing. An awareness that your story is being divinely edited. The pain no longer holds the pen, your purpose does. They've been whispering guidance to you in the spaces between your thoughts. And finally, you're listening. Your soul has opened like a door. You've done what they prayed for, you heard them. You received the message. And now they can finally rest. They will still visit, but not in sorrow, only in celebration. Type Amen to get blessing 4141. They are proud of how far you've come. They saw the nights you wanted to disappear. They heard the screams you never let out. But you made it. You crossed the storm. And they want you to know that you are one of the bravest souls they've ever known. You didn't just survive, you awakened. And now, the blessings will begin to unfold like waves. Don't fear the future. It's being written with sacred ink now. Type Amen to get blessing 4242. You'll begin to notice how peaceful your sleep becomes. That's them tucking your soul into rest. They are removing spiritual weight you didn't even know you carried. Each morning, you'll feel more like yourself, and yet more like something new. That's your higher self being born through all this. Soon, people will ask you what changed. They'll say you seem lighter, different, stronger. You'll smile. Because you'll know the truth. Type Amen to get blessing 4343. They left this world, yes. But they did not leave you. What remains is not emptiness, it's eternal connection. You are carrying their love now. In every step. In every breath. In every decision. Let your life be the love letter they never had time to write. Let your healing be their final masterpiece. Because your soul is the canvas, and they are painting through you. Type Amen to get blessing 4444. And when the day comes that you smile without guilt, laugh without sorrow, breathe without aching, they will be right there, smiling too. That moment will not be the end of grief. It will be the birth of grace. You've honored their memory in the most divine way. You listened. You believed. And you became the one they always saw behind your pain. Archangel Michael says your soul has now been sealed in light. No darkness can touch what has been restored by truth. This message was meant only for you. Type Amen to get blessing 4545. You were never alone, my beloved. Even when the world went quiet, the heavens were singing your name. And now, the song will never stop. When you walk, walk like someone who is protected. Because you are. When you speak, speak like someone who holds a legacy. Because you do. Their story didn't end. It continues through your strength, your truth, your light. And now, the chapter turns. Type Amen to get blessing 4646. You might feel something shifting in your room tonight. A curtain may move when no wind blows. A light may flicker softly for just a moment. Don't be afraid, that's them saying goodbye. Not forever, but just from pain. They're no longer trapped in sorrow, and they want the same freedom for you now. You've done what many couldn't, you stayed soft in a hard world. You chose love even when you were broken. And they saw that. That's why they left this final wave of light for you to walk into. And it's glowing brighter each day. Type Amen to get blessing 4747. Your spiritual gifts will begin to activate stronger than before. You'll suddenly know things before they happen. You'll dream in colors that tell stories. You may hear their laugh in a moment of silence. Or smell their favorite perfume when no one is around. These are not hallucinations, they are visitations. They have been waiting for you to be ready. And now you are. This next part of your life will not be ordinary. You were never meant for ordinary. You were meant for miracles. Type Amen to get blessing 4848. There is a family secret you were never told. It's been protected for years, but now the veil is lifting. You'll find out soon what they always wanted you to know. This truth will not destroy you, it will free you. You'll understand why certain things never made sense. Why certain people always acted the way they did. Their departure triggered a ripple of revelations. And you are standing in the middle of it now. Stay still, the truth is arriving. Type Amen to get blessing 4949. Someone close to you will finally speak what they've held back. Their voice will shake when they say it. And you will feel chills, not from fear, but confirmation. Your loved one has been pushing this person toward honesty. And it's about to happen. Prepare yourself. It will explain so much. And you'll realize, it was never your fault. Type Amen to get blessing 5050. You've carried guilt that never belonged to you. You've apologized in your heart 1,000 times for things that weren't even yours to fix. They want you to release that now. They never blamed you. They only wanted your peace. That's all they ever wanted. Now it's time to stop apologizing to the past. And start accepting the blessing of the future. Because it's already unfolding. Type Amen to get blessing 5151. There is someone who hurt you deeply after your loved one passed. They took advantage of your fragile state. But karma is already at their door. You don't need to retaliate. You don't need to speak their name. The divine has taken note. Focus only on healing. Let heaven handle justice. You are protected now. Type Amen to get blessing 5252. In a few days, you'll receive unexpected news. Something small, but meaningful. And when it comes, you'll feel them smiling. It may be a message, a letter, a song, or even a gift you forgot was coming. But it's divinely timed. And it will feel like closure. Don't rush it. Don't second guess it. Just receive it. Because it's from them. Type Amen to get blessing 5353. Archangel Michael says this is your season of spiritual restoration. No more survival, only sacred growth. You will plant new seeds now, and they will bloom in every area of your life. They are watering your future from the other side. Your dreams are no longer alone. Your path is no longer blocked. And your heart? It's no longer shattered. It's shining. You are rising now. Type Amen to get blessing 5454. The grief will never fully leave, but it will evolve. What once felt like a storm will now become a sacred river. One that flows gently through your days, reminding you of their love, not their absence. And every time that river passes, it will leave something behind, a message, a memory, a miracle. You'll no longer fear their absence. You'll welcome their presence. And you'll speak of them not with tears, but with light. Because they are not lost. They are reborn inside your journey. Type Amen to get blessing 5555.